Oh no, look, it's pissing down. And what happens when it rains? You think. Good morning, you lot. How you doing? I hope you're all well and dandy. Now, have you ever thought to yourself, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll get this nice small little dandy little car and it'll cost me a lot less money to run. I'll use a lot less fuel. Oh, and it'll be brilliant. Yeah? Well, that's what I thought. Well, that's what we thought anyway. But it ain't true, my friends. What's going on here? Right? I'm going to try to break it down in a little bit, but to get to the end, the raw facts are, this little Kia Picanto thing, with its measly little 1 litre engine, which ain't even 1 litre, it's 996, and it's petrol, and it weighs less than a tonne and all that crap. It's costing me more to get to work and back for a week than my, oh, this is a 2013 model as well, than my 2004 Land Rover Discovery 2 with its 2.5 litre diesel engine, which was also remapped to use more diesel than it should have been from the standard. So that used to cost me on the same journey, the same roads, everything, and I love a routine, I love planning, and I love routines. I can't not have a routine. I've got to stick to a routine because I'm a bit strange like that. I even stick in the same fucking lanes. Anyway, so that used to cost me, I fill up every single Thursday, yeah, of the week, because I get paid weekly, I get paid on a Thursday, so I put fuel in on a Thursday. £10 to come to this job of every week. It cost me £10 in diesel. This little car, the same journey, you know, no detours, nothing, exactly the same journey, exactly the same amount of miles, cost me £32 a week in petrol. What? And I know petrol is slightly dearer, but let's try and break it down a little bit, shall we? So the first thing I thought was, oh yeah, before I realised how much it was going to cost, the first week I used this, I looked at the old petrol gauge there. There's the old petrol, and I thought to myself, oh fucking hell, because I know in the Land Rover, after a week, it would not even be a quarter of a tank gone. You know, it'd still be more than 3/4 full. Yeah. But there's this one at the end of the week. We're just touching on the zero, just going down, just touching on the zero. It's nearly empty, yeah. Well, not quite, yeah, just nearly. It's on that. You see that the zero's got a fat mark. You see the little mark just before the zero. We're on that, right? And I'm thinking, fucking hell, like, this is using a lot of fuel. But then I thought, no, it just looks that way because this has got a ridiculously small petrol tank in comparison to the Land Rover. So of course the gauge is going to go down more, but it's not using more, it's using less. Of course it is, you know, it's got to be. So I looked in the book and I found out that this little car has a petrol tank that's 35 litres and it's supposed to be doing 61 miles per gallon on the motorway, which is what I do a little bit of, and 49 miles per gallon in the city, in the town. Well, I am doing a small mixture of a bit of motorway and a very small bit of town. Very small, mostly motorway, and I'm getting 39 miles per gallon. Right. Oh, fucking hell. Right. But I happen to know off the top of my head that the Land Rover Discovery 2, the TD5, which is what I had, the diesel version, has a diesel tank that's 95 litres. And they say it's advertised supposed to get 25 miles per gallon. Mine got nowhere near that because, well, they advertise miles per gallon or never right. That's always in laboratory conditions and it's never fucking right. And anyway, mine was remapped to use more diesel because I wanted to use more diesel. So I was getting nowhere near 25 miles per gallon. But it's got 95 litre tank. But it's a 2.5 litre diesel engine, this is a 1 litre petrol engine. Now, obviously the prices of petrol and diesel go up and down all the time. Now, so I'm going to use the current prices at the moment because they won't be much different. All right, the average price for petrol is £1.14.5p per litre, and diesel £1.18.1p per litre. So diesel is actually more expensive. So what? The diesel's more expensive. So that should be costing. So I don't understand, my friends. Why? It just goes to show that small cars are shit. I don't know. What's going on? What is actually going on there, my friends? You know. Let's see if I can work out how much it cost me over a year. Right. So I've just done a plain calculation. I know that it was costing me. I've done 11 because it was, you know, between £10 and £11 a week to run the Discovery for the same, to come to this job every week. Yeah, £10 and £11 a week. So I done £11, and over the course of 1 year, that would cost me £572. Yeah, for fuel, for diesel, for that. For this fucking car, yeah, £32 a week. Yeah. Well, it varies between £32 and £36. Sometimes, some weeks it's been £36, some weeks it's been £32, because it's very unpredictable, this car. It uses more than less sometimes. So I've done it at 32. Probably should have done it at 36, but even though at 32, £1,662, yeah, for the year to get to work with this car. And you try telling me that small cars are more economical and more cheaper to run. Bollocks to it. Absolute bollocks. What's going on? Why? Why me? What? You know, every time someone said, "Oh, you had a Land Rover Discovery, you got a Land Rover Discovery, fucking hell, you must be rich." I'm like, what for? Well, they cost a fortune to run. No, they don't. No, they don't. Why do they? Oh, well, they use loads of fuel. 2.5 litre engine, didn't they? I'm like, no. I used to get 850 miles, and I'm not even making this up, right? 850 miles to one tank, one full tank, full to empty. 850 miles, yeah? I used to get on that thing. I mean, there aren't even many modern cars. I mean, look at, for example, a VW Tiguan, yeah? 2 litre diesel engine they have in them. I don't know what litre the diesel tank is on those, though. And they did 550 miles, and they're a fucking modern engine, yeah, a modern car, brand new modern car, yeah, and we're talking about a 2004 Land Rover at 850 miles, and they do 500. What's going on? I wonder how many miles this is meant to do to one tank. 61 mpg. Hold on, this is where I'm going to have to look something up. I don't know how many miles this should do to one tank. Hold on, I'm going to work it out. Actually, the car can name and shame itself. Look, let's press the button. I don't know what that one means. Eco, or fuck off with eco on that. Look, I've done 47 miles so far, and we're already fucking all the way down there. Look, what's that all about? Nearly used a quarter of a tank on 47 miles. Right, I'm not dissing it. Well, I am dissing this car, but it's a nice car. Right, so far 213 miles to go until we need to go and put some, until the tank is empty. That's what that says anyway. So on a full tank, that's probably what, I don't know, 260 miles on a full tank, they reckon. I don't know, but we're getting 40.2 mpg, that one says, but then that mpg mark says 38.3. I don't know, you lot. I'm not convinced. I dare say there's some kind of fancy maths calculation that you can do to exactly pinpoint, you know, the proper costs between, for example, the Land Rover and this car. But to me, you don't need no fucking fancy calculations. All you got to do is look at the raw facts. The fact is, I do exactly the same journey. I even stick in the same lanes because I'm that not OC. I'm just that weird. Yeah, I'm always in the left lane on the motorways, not on the motorways, on the things. There's no need to go fast. You know what I mean? I'm only doing a small bit. There's no traffic about. It's fucking 5 o'clock in the morning. I always do the same lane. Oh, no detours, no nothing. Exactly the same roads, exactly the same speeds in this car as the Land Rover. 70 mile an hour on the motorway part, and the speed limits are 30 mile an hour on the smaller road, so I'll do 30 mile an hour. Exactly the same. Nothing has changed. Yeah, there must be some kind of random calculation, but anyway. And that was 10 to 11 pounds per week on fuel, and this is fucking 32 to 36 pounds. Come on, you lot. Something's wrong. Anyway, it's raining, so I can't go for a walk, and I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking, fucking, because it's Friday today and it's Thursday yesterday. I filled up yesterday 36. Oh, I don't know what it was. I think it was 32 yesterday. Like I say, sometimes it's 36 pounds, sometimes it's 32. I don't know why it uses more petrol sometimes than other days. I don't know. But that's another thing, you see. The old Renault Traffic van I used to have, that was exactly the same. Exactly the same. I'd spend exactly the same each week on the diesel, and exactly the same for the Land Rover. But this car seems to be up and down. I mean, I know these cars are meant for just going on the city, not motorways, not nothing, just the city. And I'm using it on the motorway, and I'm doing the long journeys every day. So it might be a little bit unpredictable and not really designed for it. But still, it still should be a lot cheaper than a car with an engine. This engine is 996cc. You could fit 2.5 of these engines inside the 2.5 litre Land Rover, a TD5 engine. And the van had a 2 litre engine. You could fit 2 of these engines inside that one. What's going on? Anyway, a little bit of just random information there for you lot, 'cause I'm sitting here thinking about it and I'm like, this is absolutely ridiculous. This is costing me a fortune, this little car. I like the car, it's a nice little car, but the whole point of it was that it's meant to be cheaper and it's meant to be saving us money so that we can, you know, afford to upsize on a house or do something, whatever we need to do. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next one, you lot. All the best. My camera battery's flashing at me, it's going to run out, it's on 0. I'll catch you on the next one, all the best. And if you have any fancy calculations to tell me, you know, why this little car is more expensive to run than the Land Rover, a bigger car, then please just put it in the comments, because I'm all ears. I'll catch you later.